Why are promiscuous women known as slappers? Women who aren't interested in much more than sex are referred to as slappers in British English. British informal, derogatory are promiscuous or vulgar woman. Why is this? I can't find any solid etymology information.
OED has this as a draft edition from 2002, not everything is reproduced here. Brit. Slang, derogatory. A promiscuous woman. Freak. In Old Slapper. See Quat. 1990 for a postulated connection with Yiddish schlepper unkempt, scruffy person, gossipy, dowdy woman, however there is some gap in sense. Cf. Also Quat. 18,541 at sense 1. 1990 T. Thorn Bloomsbury Dict. Contempt. Slang 468 One slapper in British, a prostitute or slut. This working class term from East London and Essex is probably a corruption of schlepper or schlepper, a word of Yiddish origin, one of whose meanings is a slovenly or immoral woman. The 1854 quotes in sense 1 are 1. Dial. A large thing or object, a big, strapping, or overgrown person. 1854 A. E. Baker Gloss. Northamptonshire words, slapper, applied to persons and things, but most frequently to overgrown females. 1854 A. E. Baker Gloss. Northamptonshire words, she's a slapper. Both etymologies are possible. I guess that overgrown females might slap parts of the anatomy against other parts more than smaller women. From there, it's but a small step to an assumption of promiscuity and a corresponding shift in meaning. Unfortunately, slang is anything but politically correct.
There are several possible explanations for the British slang term slapper, which some suggest is the equivalent of the American term tramp, a woman who has sex with many different men. 1. It could derive from the theatrical expression to slap on the grease paint. The Theatre Dictionary, British and American Terms in Drama, Opera, and Ballet by Wilfred Granville, 1970, says, there is evidence to suggest that the noun slap meaning theatrical makeup existed pre-1860, but was already losing favor in the 19th century. Well, that prediction proved to be untrue as shown by Oak. Slap 2, mass noun, informal makeup, especially when applied thickly or carelessly. I put a bit of slap on my face and we were ready to go. Now, anyone who is British born will be familiar with the notion that slappers are supposedly ill-famed for troweling on their makeup, or war paint if you prefer. Hence, a promiscuous woman is identifiable as someone who slaps on her makeup heavily. 2. The idiomatic expression a bit of slap and tickle meaning amorous frolicking, with kissing, petting etc. is said to have existed since 1910 in the Shorter Slang Dictionary by Paul Beale and Eric Partridge. The word slap mimics the sound of flesh on flesh, or the sound of heavy breasts slapping together. It could also suggest that a slapper is a woman who is up for some slap and tickle. In other words, a willing sexual partner. 3. Finally, in Curious English Words and Phrases, the truth behind the expressions we use, its author, Max Cryer, suggests that slapper could stem from the Irish slyabeir meaning dirty. In trying to find a direct translation of slyabeir I was largely unsuccessful, although I did find this reference, the Dictionarium Scoto-Celticum. Slyabod, E, S, M, at President Part. V, slyab. 1. Stroking, act of stroking, or rubbing gently with the hand, palpandi demulcendi actus. C, S, 2. Licking, act of licking, lanabendi actus. C, S, 3. Polishing, act of polishing, Levigandi actus. C, S, slyabeir, E, Ian, S, M, a clumsy, or awkward fellow, incanditus, vel inhabilis key. C, S. Not being Irish, I am unable to ascertain whether these words have any phonetic similarities with slap or slapper.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.